So I'm trying to see, is it live now? Because I'm trying to get it. I don't see it on my page. Trying to see what's going on with it. Because it say it's on now. Say you are live. Say you are live. Say you are live. Making sure that it's maybe let me go. You see it on your wait a minute. Let me hold on.
Okay.
Because it ain't doing it. Say you are live.
It's showing live.
Huh?
I don't see it on your page, but it's showing up top right here that it's live.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Because when I did it myself, there's always one way to skin a cat.
Oh, it's on Lady Elaine.
It's under that one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. But it's supposed to be up under the other one too. So let me do this.
That one.
Y'all bear with us. We coming to you, and thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna get this together because we are here for it.
Yes.
We are here for it. Let me go to my pages. It's under Life Behind Closed Doors.
It's under Lady. Oh.
All right. You shared it?
Yes.
Okay. Bear with us. Thank y'all for joining us on today. We trying to get this right. Trying to make sure we right over here. And we are a few minutes early, so y'all be kind to us.
Oh, yeah. I shared it on my page. Okay.
Okay. So. All right, so hey.
Hello. Hello, cousin. Hello.
We're ready to do this right now. We thank you for being with us on today. It is so good to
there's my coach.
see the coach, Bernica. Pastor Bernica.
My coach is better than yours.
Well, we want to say thank you to those that have joined the live and those that are coming on and that are going to join the live. Because say your we want to say thank you to Angela Cross, my family, for joining us on today, because we believe in supporting and pushing others that have started their own book series of what their lives have gone through, what they have gone through, throughout their lives, and we just want to share, because someone supported me and someone helped me when I started my book, when I had my book. So I wanted to pave the way. Hey, Pastor. Hey, Sugar. I wanted to pave the way and give back to Angela, not just because she's my cousin, but because it's just right. It's just right to do. And so we're not going to be long. We're going to go ahead on and we're going to start for tonight. This series that we have, and you all can chime in if you like. So, Arthur Angela Cross.
Yes.
Arthur Angela Cross. Way of Escape. Way of Escape. My unfiltered story. Tell us about yourself.
Well, to everyone that is listening in, some may know me, know of me, grew up with me. However, I am Angela, as they say, the Cross. I am Angela Cross. All right. I was born the second child with 4 brothers in my household, but I do have other, siblings. But in my household, I was the second oldest with four brothers in my household. Grew up as daddy's girl. And as daddy is in heaven, I'm still daddy's girl. I'm going to forever be daddy's girl. Rest easy, daddy. Always enjoyed family, and I was always funny. I'm still funny and adventurous and things of that nature. Me and my brothers, we got along very well. No sibling rivalry, nothing like that. We got along very, very, very well. As my daddy, they were always very overprotective. So as everything comes together, and you guys find that out, that my brothers acted like my daddy. So they were very protective of me. And best believe I didn't and don't play the radio about them as well. We were always named growing up, and because the Cosby family, if it wasn't the Cosby family, named the Brady Bunch. So they knew us as definitely known for singing. So never knew that what I went through. They never knew. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So this is me.
We're going to ask that you please tag and share this broadcast, because it's regarding domestic violence. Those of you that may know, I am a survivor. Yes. And I am 8 years a survivor, and I am an advocate now for domestic violence. And I have my organization that's called Life Behind Closed Doors, nonprofit organization. You could check that on Sunbiz. Praise Jesus.
Praise Him.
Praise Jesus. And this broadcast is about domestic violence and Angela's what she went through as a victim of domestic violence. Okay, now, next question. What age did you experience domestic violence? What age did you experience domestic violence?
My age bracket is so sad to say. it was my early 20s. My oldest child was he's 32 now. He was about 3 or 4 at the time. So it was my early 20s.
Okay, your early 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, that's believe it or not, some people are victims even earlier than that. They are victims even earlier than that.
That's true.
And people don't realize that they are victims or they have become victims. So now, when you experienced your first attack, did you know that it was domestic violence?
I actually did not know. I was totally blind to the fact because I was figuring, okay. But I was just like, okay, well, dang, okay. That first, like, I was like, oh, okay, then let me see. But nothing really hit me as far as that is concerned, so I just was going with the flow,
Okay. Let me ask this question.
Okay.
Tell me one incident that you experienced as a victim. Tell me one incident that you experienced as a victim.
Ooh, well, I have so many, the Lord Jesus. But this is one.
We want to leave that for the book. We want to leave that for the book.
Okay.
We want them to get the book.
One, let's say cooking dinner. I cooked dinner. I don't know if it wasn't what they wanted. They asked for a certain dish. I'm thinking that I'm making that certain dish.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently when that dish was placed on the table, I don't know, it slung the food, the plate that was thrown at me. The plate broke, the food everywhere. Yeah.
Do you remember what that meal was?
A lot of times I try to think about like, oh, I was like, oh, I don't even remember. But then it'll come to me. I can I don't know. I can remember corn. I can remember corn. There was corn. But other than that, other stuff, I don't remember everything. I don't know if it was chicken. I don't know if it was baked. I don't know. All I can remember is I believe it might have been corn. Corn was a part of that beautiful meal that I took my time.
You took your whole time.
I took my time,
honey. Your time to cook that meal.
Took my time and I prepared that meal, but baby, it was corn was a part of it. Yeah, corn, and it was just laid there so pretty on the glass, not a paper plate, but it was. You hear me?
Come on, paper plate. Come on.
Not a paper plate.
No paper plate.
Not a plastic fork, but it was glass. And baby, it was silverware.
See, that'll preach all by itself.
You hear me? It was silverware, and it was, baby.
That'll preach all by itself about paper plates and plastic plates for your mate. For
you hear me?
That's another subject.
That's another.
Yeah, we'll talk about that some
baby,
other
that
day.
was glass. Baby, that glass went behind the wall. And yes, I had to duck, because if I didn't duck, oh, okay. But yeah.
Right. So now, what was your reaction to your first encounter when the domestic violence issue happened? What was your first reaction?
My first reaction, I mean, y'all know I was raised with boys. So I'm saying to myself, now this Negro, in my mind, I'm saying this Negro crazy, but I'm okay, all right. I'm gonna let him, but I'm saying in my mind, like, some may, I started to feel like something is not
clicking. It's not right.
It's not right. Like I deserve this. This what I left home for.
Yeah.
This what I left my pet. This what did. So I went on and I said, then I get in my little, I steal away, cuz I steal the way. You understand? I was in corners.
Right.
Balled up. Trying to say, But
right.
It didn't happen in the beginning, cuz.
So,
Oh, you lured.
Yeah, in the beginning,
In the beginning, that baby lured.
Right. In the beginning,
Wine and dine.
you get the pretty stuff.
Ooh.
You get the wine and dine.
Yes.
You get all of that.
Yes.
Then after the ring gets on, it's the crazy stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. As Pastor Bernica said, abuse destroys memory all the time.
Wow.
It sure does.
Wow.
That's a fact.
Wow.
Abuse will destroy your memory, because I said to someone recently, I said, some stuff I remember, some stuff I just wash it out of my mind, because I've gotten so used to washing it out of my mind. So even to the fact that when people do something to me, it's like, oh, okay, I don't even want to remember that.
Exactly.
Because why? It's taking up too much space, and I want to remember the good stuff. Exactly. So I totally understand when you can't remember all of the meal, but some of you remember. But then what happened is later on, something that happened, it triggers.
Oh my God!
It triggers. Yes. It triggers what that person did to you, and how they reacted. How they reacted to you. So I had a question, but I'm gonna leave that right there. Okay. Did you ever fight back? Did you ever fight back? Was there any point in time that you had fought back when he did something? Okay, so I'm gonna rewind a little bit and say that. Remember, I told you I was raised with boys. So what I said was, oh no, I picked anything that I can see. I am gonna knock the living hell. I'm going to get you. So mess with me if you want. I'm gonna talk my words. Because the word. Let me tell you something. Back then, when I was going through that, baby, I was a good cusser. Baby, I cuss. Baby, I don't care who you call. I think some of us are still good cussers. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You could call the pastor, the who. I remember one time. I'm gonna just say this little portion. Say it. Listen. We good. We were going at it, and so at that particular time, I picked up the closest thing it was. I think it might have been a picture frame. Baby, I cracked your back. Might still have some scratches, but listen, I picked up the picture frame. But the thing is, you call and you're trying to turn it. You want to call the pastor, and you want to tell the pastor, I got the pastor on the phone. And at that time, I said, who? I don't give a good if you got the president on the phone. You can have, and I'm just steady going, and I'm going to the top of my lung. And the only person that grabbed hold of me, I think at that time, was my mom. They had to call my mom. So, baby, listen. Yeah. So did I fight back? At a certain time I started, I said yes, because it was the words, it was the yeah. You gonna get these hands, because you coming at me, so you finna get these hands, baby. It wasn't about no nails and face. You finna get these hands, nails or not. Nails used to all break off. He was gonna get them what? You gonna get them what? He finna get these hands, baby. Yeah. And you got these hands. Yeah, you were coming with it, but I was coming with it too. I just was stuck. I was stuck. Get them hands. Get them hands. Okay. So let me ask you a question. And it wasn't in, we're in what I sent you, but did any of this ever happen in front of the children, in front of your children? Did he ever react this way in front of the children? I'm gonna stay and not get emotional, because I want to be able to get through this. Okay. My two youngest ones. All right. So my daughter wasn't biologically theirs. So my mom she would be my Jazz would be mostly with my mom. My youngest, yeah, they suffered. And they suffered and suffers from it, because as a child, I can remember going through some things. We're going back and forth. You to the point where you spitting all in my face.
You telling me to turn, you turning the wheel for me as I turn. Like, nigga, listen, you better be glad my son in here, because what I'm gonna do, I will drive off this. Now you play with it if you want to. You can feel my son he kicking the backseat. He hitting the window. So I'm saying to myself at this point, no. And I look back and I have to, but they steady. They steady. Yeah. So it was, yes, in front. No shame.
Yeah.
Didn't care. Didn't care.
But see, what they fail to realize is that children later on, even as older as they get, they have emotional scars.
Yes.
And those emotional scars are hard to leave. And it takes a lot for those emotional scars to leave. There's one thing that I did not do, or he didn't allow it to happen. And that was something that was kind of weird to me. He didn't do anything in front of Tobias, my nephew, my son Quentin. Just that last time when I escaped is when he did it in front of him. So that's why I asked you the question, did he ever do it in front of the children? Because if you're bold enough to do it in front of the children, that means you don't have no respect for my children. You don't have no respect for me as it is, because you're putting your hands on me, but you don't have no respect for my children.
None.
No respect at all.
None.
So you know, when you say that, you like Pastor Bernick said, yes, children are damaged by domestic violence, and that's so true. That's so true. Yes. They're damaged by domestic violence. So let me ask this question: do you now take the time to have that conversation with your daughter that that's not right, that's not what you want to do, that's not how you're supposed to be loved? Because what we forget to tell our children is that, wait a minute, that's not how I'm supposed to be loved.
Exactly.
That's not how you're supposed to be loved. So do you have that conversation with your daughter now? You know, that's not how you're supposed to be loved.
Yeah, I actually do. And even with my son. So as far as my daughter, she just had my my granddaughter. She's my granddaughter will be 7 months on the 18th. And if I seem to hear a conversation over here, you know, we're in the same house. So if I overhear a conversation of the my granddaughter's father or anything, or I think that he's saying, hey, he all right?
Right.
Good. Oh, no. He was just taught. That's how he taught. Oh, okay. I check it. I check it out. Same thing with my son. I'm very what do you call it? I'm attentive. I don't even care if it's any family member, anybody, my family member and someone that's close to me. And if I feel, or if I sense or I see something, I'm always like, you straight, you good,
right.
Everything right. Because it's like God just, I have that intuition. Like I feel like, oh, like something ain't right. Then I get a phone call. Girl, let me tell you about this Negro here. I said, I knew something was wrong. So I taught, you know, my daughter, she know, listen, hey, what your mama went through.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. It made me stronger, baby. You ain't, but I got you, because you ain't gonna go through it.
Right. And see, what some people don't realize is that when you've been a victim and you survived, you know exactly the signs. Exactly. You can see the signs. Exactly. You can pick the signs up. Exactly. And people that's dealing with it be faking. It's like, no, baby, I know what I see because I done been there.
Listen.
I know what's going on because I done been there. You try to put it on me, but no. I see it. But since you want to be in denial when I mention it to you, okay, I'm going to wait on you until you're ready to talk about it. I'm going to wait on you. I can't. Mr. McCray says, what we go through, our children go through. They feel what we feel, even if they don't see it. Exactly. That's so true.
That's true.
That's so true. Mr. Wright, Mr. Brian Wright, your story can help somebody free themselves. Yes, it can.
And that's my motive. That's my aim. That's my aim. Because let me tell you something. It's not the fact that even though I was in hell,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bash that person because we, I don't even communicate.
Exactly.
But listen, and I'm not trying to be put no shame, but baby, let me tell you something. You nor your family, not trying to be funny, but I was in those four walls in the corner being dragged.
Yeah.
That was me. That was me. You understand? My family, my brothers are gonna find out in the book, majority. They knew some. My daddy is in heaven. He's probably up in heaven now saying, boy, look at here. If I can come back. They didn't know everything because they wouldn't. I was hiding, and they'll say, you sure you good?
Right.
You good? So it's not a point of bashing or saying I even hate him. But Negro, what you did, baby, let me tell you something. You won't have the opportunity of the chance.
Right.
Ever.
And see, that's another thing is that our families don't know what we have been through. They didn't know. All they know is that we got out, and then the little bit that we share with them, that we tell them. Then listen, because my brother, when he started reading, he was like, I can't read this no more. I cannot read this. I cannot read this. See? So I can imagine. I can imagine when your family starts to read all of it that you done shared with your coach. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, wait a minute. Wait. You didn't tell us all that's happening. Because what happened is we try to cover everything as women, or we try to hold down what we going through because we don't want nobody to know, okay, that's what we've been through. That's what we're going to do. It's not that we're trying to embarrass that person, but we're bringing awareness to the disease.
Right, exactly.
Domestic violence.
Because
we're bringing awareness of the sickness of domestic violence and the fact that, okay, just because they got on a pair of pants and they dress good and they can preach, they can look good, or they talking good game. No, you got a demon when you go home.
Listen, honey,
that's something that you battling it with when you go home. And I can listen. Just I'm gonna ask this question because I know him, and I know he is. Most people, and see, that's another thing. Let me say that too. That's another thing is that I said somebody will say, "Well, you putting him out there." No, I ain't putting him out there because as a matter of fact. Don't nobody know him. Half of the people don't even remember him.
Yeah.
Let me see. Rosemary said, "This is why we must be careful how we treat people." Yeah.
You have
definitely.
You have to be careful. You have to think in your mind that for number one, you have a mother. Then number two, you have sisters. Then number three, you have daughters, baby.
Exactly.
So what you did to somebody else's daughter, okay, karma. You understand? I don't care about no gift. I don't care about no roof, taking the roof off. Gifts come without repentance. You understand me?
Right.
Have a gift, baby. He gave everybody have a gift. But one thing about this is, love does not hurt. And I'm thinking I was in love. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay. Love doesn't hurt. Love is not, you calling me a B word. That's fine. And see, from what he did, from me, honey, I was a B several times. I was a B cooking. I was a B in the bedroom. I was a B cleaning the house. I was a B. So if somebody come out their mouth from that to call me a B, God is my secret. I don't grab plenty of by neck. Please don't whatever what you do, don't call me that. Don't call me that.
Yeah.
You're calling me something that
triggers and bring back.
It triggers it, So
I just said to somebody the other day, and I said to them, I said it took me almost 8 years to fill my dresser back up with perfume.
Wow.
Because what happens is I remember that last night of his hand taking all the bottles and knocking them down on the floor and breaking them all up, and the smell of all kind of different perfumes and everything that was all the glass everywhere. And it was just awful. It was just awful. So I remember that kind of stuff. Exactly. Desiree say exactly. Love doesn't hurt.
Oh no,
Um,
no.
and Ms. Graham say it will come back on them or their kids.
Or
Come
the
on
kids.
now. And Sharina says it's the offender's job to steal your confidence.
Oh
Come on now.
wow.
That's real good.
Wow.
That's real good.
Wow.
We're
Wow.
talking some good stuff. Hey Ricky. Hey bruh.
Gospel
Um,
man.
you know, so there are things that the victim remember, but that triggers
Yeah.
it. So let me ask this question, because I know.
Mhm.
So let me ask this: was there ever a time that you had an incident right before you went to church? And share that.
Can I faint? Can I faint and come back?
Faint, come back.
Okay.
Faint, come back.
An incident before I come to church.
Before you went to church, right?
An incident before I get ready to minister in front of the people.
Uh-huh.
An incident where I'm introduced. Red, my beautiful. Nigga, you just called me a beat. Nigga, ma'am. Yeah. If I was able to go, huh? Yeah. If I was able, if you was gonna let a grown woman, if you was gonna allow a grown woman to go where she had to go, if you was gonna allow, listen, yes. And then the people, oh boy, she's so mean. Your boy, she's so. No, she ain't mean, honey. That same right there. Why? Let me get myself together, cause baby, I was just a bee. I was a hoe. I was ugly. I was fat. I was bad body. And then when I'm not singing on the floor, if I ain't singing the song that you want me to sing,
right.
So then you're gonna leave. So I gotta catch a ride. You left me. But when I get to the house, Father, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. When I get to the house, so you just
right.
Saying you even see what song the song I wanted to, Boy, you a trip. Boy, you know what I'm saying? You don't let God use me like he used me. Yeah. Don't let him use me and use me good. Now God using me and I'm going around and I'm singing and I'm going. So God ain't show you I was nothing was wrong with me, girl. I said, what? Oh, so God ain't show you to come to me and say, what? Where? Listen.
Listen.
My God, today.
Honey, when I tell you, I know exactly what you're talking about. Today. Because when you say, when you was given the opportunity to go, Tyrone say, I hate this.
See,
what you went through, not what you're saying. I can't stand it. See that? Yeah.
You know, bro, love you.
Yeah.
It's all Gucci.
Yeah, it's all good.
But it's my story unfiltered.
So let me say this. I can relate to what you're saying about him letting you go. I was told that I needed to have a program with my name on it, stating that I've been there, and put it on the kitchen table or the living room table to prove that that's where I was. Mind you, he was with his mistress. Which one at the time, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know, but he was with one of them. And then if it was a paying gig,
come on with the paying part. What you got to do?
I had to either give him all of it.
Come on with
he took half of it.
Oh, okay.
Did you go through that? Did you have to experience that?
I'm gonna tell Jazz to bring my purse because baby, I have what I get the pocketbook. Yeah, you have to get it. Some of it, all.
Oh.
And then my purse is thrown on the ground with everything in it out. Then you come back to me, hey boo.
And not to mention want some.
Oh, yeah. Then you want me to come put you to sleep.
And then that's a good way. See, you said it nice.
Yeah,
You said it nice.
Sit, cuz. He want me to come put you to who?
Right. You said it nice.
Oh, you putting me to sleep tonight. So then at that moment,
you want the bee to put you to sleep.
Yeah, you want the bee to put you to sleep.
Ooh.
On top of me, I'm a bee.
Let's read what let me read what my cousin say. Fam said, it's a shame that so many women are going through this. That is not a man. That is a coward. Sorry you guys went through this. Very disgusting to hear. Listen, and you know what? I'm going to ask you this, and then I'm going to go back to my other questions. When you finish writing, did some more things come to your mind? Like, wow, I forgot to put that in the book. I forgot to add that in the book. Did that happen to you? Because it happened to me.
Listen. There's volumes of this. When I tell you, you always see me put hashtag my coach is better than yours, because that's volumes. So Way of Escape is volume 1. There's going to be another volume because, baby, when I finish, there's other after, because you still wanted you still after, right. And then you try to lure me back. Okay, and you're trying to make me go. So I'm trying to think, okay, should I? Okay, wait, all right. Well, okay. Right. I'm trying to give it no, yeah, baby, it's some more. So it's a to be continued. Yeah. Until it's
I understand
end.
That.
You understand?
And I like what Danielle said.
Yes.
Danielle
yes, ma'am.
Yes. This is definitely a mental illness to do this to people. It's a mental illness. And then I said to someone, I found out later that it happened to his mom, who I love dearly, that it happened to her, down in there. So I now, listen, you got to check. You have to check trees now. Check trees, baby. Check the trees. Check the trees. Somebody say, Rosemary say, if I put you to sleep, you're not getting back up. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. So,
baby, I want to trees, baby. The
Ricky said, keep it all 100. Right.
Baby, listen.
The root. Amen, Nisa. To the root. So let me ask you this question. The next one.
Listen, there were times, and listen, for that question, listen here. There were times when
you drag your side dragging over that, cuz. So let me ask this question. How long did you stay in that abusive relationship? I can't hear you.
Okay.
You going in and out.
I actually
go ahead.
The endurance was like 8 years, but in between the 8 years, it was. You can't hear me?
Okay, yeah, you having some technical difficulties on your side.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Okay, so I was in it for 8 years, off and on, that I would leave and come, leave like that.
Yeah.
They can't hear.
Oh. Is lagging on Angie's side? Somebody
Freezing
said
up.
something.
That is a lot. Okay. Okay. Is it better, y'all? Everybody is better?
Okay, say something.
Oh, okay. They said it's lagging a little bit. Okay. All right.
Over on your...
They say I'm freezing.
Okay, so you talk now. You good now, cuz?
My niece just okay. Cuz said it's freezing.
It's better.
Can't hear you.
You better.
Angie B.
You
How
better
about now, guys? Can you hear me? So y'all know that devil mad. Loose here. Loose here.
You better. You better. Okay, so let me ask this question. Okay, I asked you about how long you were in it. You said about 8 years you were in and out.
Okay. All right. So I was saying that it was 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
8 years. But in the middle of the 8 years, it was off and on. Okay. All right. So in the middle of the 8 years, it was off and on, off and on. I'll go to my mom. Yeah. Yeah. But the endurance was 8 years.
Okay.
But in and out, you know what I mean? I'll leave and go back, leave and go back.
Okay, so what inspired you to write a book?
Yeah, Tyrone said it's better now.
Yeah. What inspired you to write a book about it? Yeah.
Can you hear me, cuz?
Yeah. Yeah. What inspired you to write a book about it?
All right. Basically, what inspired me to write the book is that I began. Can you hear me? I began. Okay, so what inspired me is that it's just basically I began to hear, you know, the little small voice to tell me that it's time. It's time. You can't hear me? I would see and hear a lot of people, and you're one of them, to come out of the dark and tell your story. Different people inspired me. Coach B. Listen, this was not my first time coming to her. It was actually my third. I went to her the first time. I was like, okay, Coach B, I'm gonna call you and get my appointment booked for my little consultation. Never went through. Then the second time, same thing. She would always got to get this. You got to get this. But that third time, I said, Coach. She said, you ready? I said, I believe I'm ready. From that point, contract, boom, boom. We went. That third time, y'all hear what I say? Baby, that was, yeah, this was my, so I felt like, you know what? It was prophesied, not prophelied, but it was prophesied to me that, you know, you got a book. You got a book in here that has to come. You got to put this, you got to, you know, you got this, and I need to come on and help her. I need to come on and help her because I ain't playing with it no more. Yeah, I ain't sparing nobody for because ain't nobody sparing mine. I was in them 4 walls, them nights. Them days.
Yeah.
No, ain't nobody spared mine, baby. I was more happy when I wasn't at my own house. Nobody ain't spared me. I played it off. I played it off real good. I played it off so good, but honey, my family said, girl, something just, I know you need to tell me. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
But you know what I've found out is that we were taught in church how to perform. we were taught how to perform well for people, taught how to perform for the world.
Ooh.
So then
True.
what happens with us as women, some of us
For the
feel like
people.
we can fix him. We can fix him and we can make him better if we just hang on to him. That we were taught to perform in the church. We were taught, yes, Nisa, and bleeding inside. Yes, we were taught to perform well, knowing good. Listen, I can remember just getting out of the car, like you said, and was called all kind of bees, and was called all kind of. Listen, there was one particular night for me. That day, he had punched me in my face, and I had to preach. I had to preach.
What?
I had to preach. I had to preach that night, later on that night. So I had to go and get a piece of meat, put it on my face, put some makeup on, make sure my face wasn't swole, and then go preach. Did he go with me? No, he didn't. He didn't go with me at all. So we have been taught to perform. So I know that's what you did. You performed. Tanya said, amen, Elaine. They swept everything under the rug. Also, that's your husband. You have to go through it. Exactly, because we were taught one thing. Blessings, Bishop Johnson. Blessings. We were taught not to, because we were taught to mask things. So now we have our mask on now. So they pretty fitting right now because we still masking things and not being true with ourselves.
I did.
And not being true with who we really are. I could count on my hand the many times that I was called the name and had to go to church. Going to church just miserable on the inside because I done got hit the night before. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna raise my hand. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Exactly.
But afraid to go home. Afraid to go home because I don't want to deal with that when I get home, or making sure that nobody talks to me at church while he's there. Because why? I had to hear, oh, why they was in your face. Why they was
listen,
why they had to say something.
Let me tell you this.
You breaking up again, Angie.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I say that to women that, you know, you don't have to stay in that situation. I stayed in it because church. Let me just be real with you. Angie, switch to your phone.
I went through. Can you hear me?
You breaking up.
Can you hear me?
I went.
Can you hear me?
While she getting it together, I'm gonna still talk to you all.
Oh God, can y'all hear me?
Go to your phone, cuz.
Can y'all hear me now?
Okay, I hear you now. You switch to your phone.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Oh, Tyrone say the church create religious actors, unfortunately. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I performed well. Listen, I say it all the time. You know, performing, and both of us walking in church looking like double mint twins. Because I wanted to perform for the church. I wanted to make it look good. I wanted to make sure that everything, you know, that it looked good.
Okay, let me go to the phone.
That it looked good. So, you know, I can understand her story. I can understand Angie's story about, you know, having the, like she said earlier, having the cooking a nice meal for him, and then the plate being thrown because
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes. You switched to your
You
phone,
hear me?
cuz? Yes. Oh, Nisa, sis, looking like double men twins, walking in the church with the same clothes on, looking like same colors on, looking like double men twins. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm good. You gonna put on a black suit? Okay, I'm gonna put on a red suit. Because why? We were taught to perform with that. We were taught to perform that way. So no, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to perform anymore. I'm going to be true to myself. I want to be true to myself. Double men twins. Yes, Joanna. Yes, Joanne. Yes, sis. Like double men twins. I want to be true to myself. And like I said, I knew some of Angie's story because our families, are close and back then. And I knew what she was going, a little bit, tidbit of what she was going through. And to say that he was a preacher. Mighty God. To say that he was a preacher and she was going through that. So we're gonna wrap this up.
It won't allow me.
Huh? You getting you got your phone? Your phone. So I often say make a way of escape if you know that you're in that situation. So I'm going to ask you, Angie, cuz if you can hear us, let me know. You hear me? Okay. You switch to your phone? I can't hear you. So you all know we're gonna end this broadcast because she's having some technical difficulties. So
y'all can hear me now?
Yeah. So we're gonna say purchase her book. Go ahead and go to her page, Angela Cross. Talk, Andy, talk, cuz.
Can they hear me? Can they hear me? Can they hear me?
Yes. You going out now. Can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
No.
I can't even pull it on the phone.
Go to your email and pull it up. Go to your email and put it up on the phone. Needs to say mic check.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, but we can't hear you. Go to your phone, your email, and pull it up.
I can hear you.
So let me say. So we.
I didn't. I can't even get. Oh my God.
We do apologize that she's having some difficulties. So go to her page and look on it, and you all will see where you can.
He said it's lagging. Tyrone said it's lagging.
Okay, where you can get her book, and please support her. Please support her. I'm proud of her that she's stepping out and she's talking about her story.
My Facebook page has the information to purchase my book. You can purchase my book, Angela 68 Cross at Gmail. Oh my God. Can't hear me?
It's okay, cuz we'll pin it in.
Can you hear me now?
So let me just end this for everybody.
It won't allow me because it's Safari.
Okay, no worries. So go to her page and purchase her book. I'm going to pin the information in on Facebook. And we want to say thank you all for chiming in with us. And do follow Angie. Follow me.
She said she just heard me.
Yeah, I hear you, but we're going to end it now. So, and thank you all. I appreciate you all chiming in, and it's been great. Thanks.